sponsor the basketball tournaments during the summer. So obviously I put my money where my mouth is, so I'll be more than happy to put the city's money in community centers. I really believe in that. I was raised in the boys club. I remember the PALs, PALs. I come up from that. Every day after school, this is where we went. I learned how to play chess, I learned how to tie my shoes. I learned a lot of things in these places, so I'm a big believer in it. But again, you have to vote for the person who puts their money where their mouth is. I'll be more than happy to spend the city's money in the community center. That's where it belongs. Thank you.
I want to first start by responding to Mr. Hamilton's response to my answer. One of the things that people have tried to do with rent strikes are often very difficult to do, particularly in communities that have large immigrant populations. Many immigrant communities will not participate because they fear deportation. Although class action suits, in the case of Barack Obama, take sometimes 3 to 4 years plus to happen, this is a process. There's going to be no silver bullets to any of the outcomes or many of the solutions that are put forth today. If we want to see real change that is going to be the result of generations of poor decisions and poor management, we're going to have to work really hard, and it's going to be a process, and it's going to take time. As far as community centers, I have built a community center. So Ms. Lee, past performance is a good indicator of future performance, and I have created an institution. I have $1 million budget, 9 after-school programs throughout New York City, 3 programs happening in all 3 developments, and this is something that I'm very proud of. But one of the things that I want to say is, when we look at the development and renovations that have taken place in both Ingersoll and Whitman, and not in Farragut, they'll put a community center in Ingersoll, but not in Farragut or Whitman. It's this divide and conquer. It's giving some developments some resources, other developments not, and then let them work it out amongst themselves. We can't continue to divide and conquer our people. But on top of that, our Commissioner, John Rea, has been very irresponsible in terms of oversight. Assemblyman James Brennan is doing a very important initiative where he wants to have an independent auditor evaluate the funding practices of NYCHA. And that's going to be critical, and I'll just close on this one point. The renovation for Whitman and Ingersoll have taken up to this point almost 10 years to do, and it cost over $243 million, up from $83 million, right? So they have the ability to do that. Chairman Rea will not allow us to see his books. He does not want an independent auditor, and on top of that, he doesn't want to participate in our Controllers 2.0 checkbook that answers onto the internet. He will not allow his books to be seen, but every other city agency does allow their books to be open, seen, and transparent. There is corruption going on in